Morning. Either my standards are slipping or Stella's getting stronger. Morning. Either my standards are slipping or Stella's...
Don't.
What are you doing? It's Boxing Day. Christmas isn't over.
Oh, I think it is. It was over the moment my parents invited my inconsiderate flatmate for Christmas dinner.
What did I do wrong?
Well, for a start, you didn't get them a present.
It's not my fault petrol stations close on Christmas Day.
What were you going to get them, air or water?
What else did I do?
Got drunk and asked my mother for a kiss under the mistletoe.
Well, it is Christmas.
The mistletoe was attached to your belt buckle.
Well, it is Christmas. What did your dad say?
He was grateful for the offer, but he said no as well.
Yeah, not going out, not staying in, just hanging around with my head in a spin. But there is no need to scream and shout. We're not going out. We are not going out.
Happy Christmas. Why do you behave like this in front of Lucy? You never get anywhere with this cheeky layabout routine.
Pot, kettle, black.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means get in the kitchen, the pot and the kettle are black.
If you want to get somewhere with Lucy, drop the laddish facade.
What do you mean? Just be myself?
Oh no, don't do that. Why don't you do something for her? Prepare a nice meal as if it was a dinner date. Turn the lights down low.
What, make it all romantic?
No, I mean give yourself a fighting chance. In fact, turn them off altogether. Seriously, show her you can change. You might just pull yourself a cracker. You might even get a look inside her Christmas stocking.
Any more?
I might not be the only one with a date in my mouth. That one was a bit much, wasn't it?
Wow, a miracle. Lee's using a vacuum cleaner.
I'm using it to suck the life out of the room, but now you're here, I can switch it off. So, Daisy get you anything nice for Christmas?
This jumper.
I think you misheard the question.
What's wrong with it?
It screams golf, Volvos, middle class, sexless and safe.
Well, I think it suits me.
Oh, it suits you. What'd you get her?
A weekend away. We're going to Santa's homeland for a few days.
Sounds expensive.
Well, it will be, except for some reason, Daisy thinks Santa lives just outside Swansea.
Santa's from Lapland.
Well, she thinks that's just an urban myth started by the Welsh to stop English tourists visiting. We're leaving this evening. I came to ask if you'll look after the goldfish while I'm away.
I don't really agree with keeping fish in tiny little bowls. I think it's cruel.
They don't know it's tiny. They've only got a 2-second memory.
So, my granddad had Alzheimer's. Didn't mean we could keep him locked in the airing cupboard all day. Trust me, I've got a letter from the magistrates to prove it.
So, who's the unlucky lady?
No one?
This other place isn't set for Lucy, is it?
Who?
My sister. Your landlady. You've lived with her for the last year and a half in this flat.
Oh, the bloke with the... That's a woman, is it? No wonder his pants don't fit me properly. I'm just making us both dinner.
Oh, yeah. Is KFC open on Boxing Day?
I have got some planning skills, Tim. Yes, I have checked, and KFC is open.
Well, if it's just a meal, you won't mind if I join you.
Fine. 2's company, 3's a family bucket. But I thought you were going to Swansea.
Well, maybe I shouldn't go. I mean, can I really trust you with my goldfish?
Of course you can. I'm not going to do anything to your goldfish. I'm only going to feed it.
Well, just make sure that's all you do. I would hate for something to happen to my goldfish. Because someone hadn't been treating it properly.
Don't worry. I understand. But you're fretting unnecessarily. It's your sister you want to be worried about.
That chicken was nice.
Yeah, it took me ages to make it.
Interesting selection of side dishes.
Well, I always think chicken goes so well with corn on the cob, coleslaw and a small tub of baked beans.
So what's all this in aid of?
I just thought about what you said earlier and I've decided I'm going to change. You know, be a bit more thoughtful.
Thanks. But I don't want you to change completely who you are.
OK. I'll be a little bit different from the old me, but so you'd hardly notice. Bit like a Coldplay album. More wine?
Thanks.
No, I mean, shall I turn up Chris Martin?
I'm sorry for taking down all the decorations.
Oh, that's all right. At least you left the mistletoe.
I never put that up.
Merry Christmas. Was that the doorbell, or did you just have a really good idea? Well, I think I can guess who this is going to be.
Who, Tim?
It's not going to be Father Christmas, is it?
Have you been a good little girl this year, or will I have to put you over in here and give you a good spanking?
I'm fairly confident it's not Tim.
Hello, Lee.
Oh, my God. Hello, Dad. So it's true. You do exist.
Straight on. Straight on. Straight on.
I'm OK for directions, thanks. We're going to be on this motorway for the next 83 miles.
Okay.
Fine.
Do you want me to drive?
You can't drive, can you?
Well, I won't know unless I try, will I? Come on, what's up?
No, you'll think I'm stupid.
Of course I won't.
I think Lee is going to try and sleep with Lucy.
Oh, don't be so silly.
Really?
Of course you're not being stupid. It's obvious he's going to try and sleep with me. Why not? They clearly fancy each other.
Lucy doesn't fancy Lee.
Oh, come on, you can tell by the way she rolls her eyes at him.
I always thought that was thinly veiled contempt.
No, it's called sexual tension. A lot of people do that. If they fancy a bit of hanky-panky with someone, they cover it up by going the opposite way and showing contempt.
Don't be so utterly stupid.
Hey, not now, cheeky. You're driving.
It's lovely to meet you, Lucy. I'll tell you, if I were 30 years younger...
Yeah, you'd be in Bangkok with a hooker.
She wasn't a prostitute. She was my girlfriend.
Since when did you have to pay to live with a woman?
Yeah, you wouldn't catch Lee doing something like that.
So what's this one told you about me, Lucy?
Said you were dead.
No, he didn't, Frank.
All right, I said hoped.
Always one for the practical jokes, just like his dad.
Yeah. Do you remember that one you did when I was 6? You popped out for a bottle of milk and didn't come back for 4.5 years.
Well, those queues at Tesco's are massive.
So when was the last time you two saw each other?
It's been so long you could be an imposter for all I know.
I'm your real dad. I promise. In fact, I'll prove it. You've got a tiny birthmark on your leg. Drop your trousers and show me the inside of your thigh.
Have you?
I wasn't talking to him.
Yeah, that's definitely your dad.
So what are you doing in London?
I had a temporary job over Christmas.
Doing what?
Secretary of State for Work and Pensions. What do you think? Anyway, the job come to an end, so I thought, well, I'll come and spend some quality time with you. You know, father to son.
Quality time? It's a bit late for that, isn't it? I don't need someone to tie my shoelaces now. I don't need someone to teach me how to read or show me how to use the toilet.
Yes, you do.
What do you really want?
I'll have a drink if that's what you're offering.
Go on, there's some whiskey in the kitchen.
He's always liked whiskey. When he were a baby, he used to put it in his bottle.
Yeah, and if I still couldn't sleep, you used to add a tiny drop of milk. One drink and then I'm chucking him out.
Why don't you give him a chance?
Because he'll be after something. You hear about these cases, don't you? Dads that do a runner then suddenly reappear when their kids become successful.
You own a Mr. Whippy van. I don't think he's come round for a free raspberry ripple.
You haven't got any ice cream, have you?
No.
Go on, go in there and talk to him.
Sorry, you don't mind, do you?
No. I'm just glad someone's finally caught the bloody thing. It's been eating all the nice stuff like the Dairy Lee triangles.
That Lucy's a bit of all right, isn't she?
We're just flatmates.
Has she got a boyfriend?
No.
Have you got a girlfriend?
No.
Then why aren't you trying to slip her one, you daft puff?
And you absolutely promise you're the real Father Christmas. So what have you been up to since I last saw you?
It's not been easy. I lost a lot of money.
How?
I invested in ices.
They're good, aren't they?
No, it's a new gadget for decorating wedding cakes.
Look, Dad, what do you really want?
There's only two things I want from you, son. Firstly, I want to prove that I'm a new man and a new father. A father that cares about other people and not just himself. Especially his own flesh and blood. Just give me a chance to prove I've changed, son.
And what's the other thing?
Can you lend me 500 quid?
I thought you two were going away for a few days.
Tim changed his mind. He started getting all protective about...
Daisy.
Don't worry. He started getting all protective about the goldfish.
What about the goldfish?
He was worried that Lee might try and get it drunk and have sex with it.
Well,
Well, what?
did Lee get the goldfish drunk and try and have sex with it?
Can you just come straight out with it?
All right, I'll shoot from the hip. Is there anything happening between you and Lee that could possibly be construed as untoward?
Shoot from the hip. Have you drawn your gun yet?
Has Lee
Has Lee what?
been drawing his gun and showing the goldfish?
Oh, great, we're back to the goldfish, but now there's a cowboy.
Just tell her, right, the cowboy's Lee and you're the goldfish. And the gun is
We're
Lee's...
fine now, thanks.
Of course nothing's going on.
I'm glad to hear it. He may be my best friend, but he's not good enough for you.
Actually, he's making an effort to be quite considerate at the moment.
Considerate, Lee.
Yes. In fact, right now, he's trying to bond with his dad in the kitchen.
What?
Sorry, was that a bit too straight to the point? What I meant to say was the cowboy is trying to get to know the sheriff in the saloon bar.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you're on your own with that one. But the gun is Lee's penis.
Go on, get lost, you silly old sod, and get out me flat.
You can't throw Santa Claus out on the street.
Daisy, it's my dad. It's not the real Father Christmas.
I know your dad isn't the real Father Christmas, Lee. I'm not an idiot. That would make you Jesus.
Maybe you're right, son. Maybe I should go. I was just trying to make it up to you, but obviously I was wrong. But there's one important thing I want to say before I go. Actually, maybe I shouldn't burden you with it.
OK, see ya.
What happened to the thoughtful, considerate person that made me dinner?
Colonel Sanders died in 1980.
Go after him.
Father, come back. Can you hear me? I know it says on that mat welcome, but terms and conditions apply, you know. So what is it that you wanted to tell me? If it's the truth about the tooth fairy, I'm afraid you're 30 years late.
Oh, no, go on. Is she really too weak to carry more than 5 pence?
This isn't easy. I've never said this out loud before. But the thing is, I'm dying. There, I've said it. 6 months, maybe less. They said there's ways to manage the pain, but that's all they can do.
Fuck off.
Have you been a Macmillan nurse for long? It's true, son. I'm on my way out.
Well, watch the bottom step. It's very slippy.
Lee, don't be an idiot.
Oh, come off it! He was fine 10 minutes ago. As soon as I chuck him out, his days are numbered.
I'm dying, son.
All right, prove it. Don't they give you a certificate or something?
Yeah, or maybe an advent calendar where you can count the days off.
I've got hospital letters, but they're in my lockup. Here, go and check if you like. Back of Aldgate Street. It's an easy number to remember, 69.
Oh, we're back to the Bangkok hooker, are we? All right, I will.
Well, that's a shame. I thought I was seeing another side to you. You really haven't changed at all, have you?
Yes, I have.
Prove it.
I'm sorry, Dad. That's terrible news.
So you believe me then?
If you say you've got letters in your lockup that prove you're dying, of course I believe you. I mean, what kind of person wouldn't believe their own father? Empty. Now who's the idiot?
Why did you want to walk down here, Tim?
Because if my suspicions are correct, Lee's breaking into that lockup to check his dad's story.
I know, don't say lock up. Spoil sports thing. Grotto.
Anyway, if that is what he's doing, Lucy ought to know about it. Would you want to get close to someone who went creeping out in the dark, checking up on people?
No way.
Come on.
This is so exciting. We might get murdered.
There's no letters here. You bloody liar. Sorry, Mum, I didn't know you were in here. How's the diet going?
Shut the door, it's freezing!
Oh, that was so funny. You should have seen your face. You look really silly.
What are you two doing here?
We're in the area just doing some shopping.
For what? It's all drug dealers and prostitutes round here. Talking of which, I'd turn that red light off. Although I'm not sure what kind of blokes pay for sex with a girl called Blitzen.
Stag weekend? All right, so we were checking up on you, but we were right to. Look at you rummaging through your poor dying father's possessions.
Well, I don't see any hospital letters, do you?
Well, you haven't checked properly, have you?
Yeah, now it's always the most obvious place that you end up finding things. You know, I once spent 3 hours looking for a hat. Guess where it was?
On your head?
No, in a biscuit tin under the shed.
Why is that obvious?
Because that's where I buried it.
Oh my God, this brings back memories.
What of?
The one and only day out me and my dad had together.
Don't worry about it, son. I'm going to teach you a very important lesson.
What?
Never give up in life. If you want something bad enough, just go for it. And if at the end of the day, you've tried your little heart out and you've still failed, just nick it.
Come on! How can I try to explain? When I do, he turns away. And it's always been the same old story. From the moment
I've been terrified of those things ever since.
They're more scared of you than you are of them.
Not goldfish, roller coasters.
I know, that's what I meant.
The goldfish didn't last long. Died the next day.
You can't blame your dad for that.
Yes, I can. He ate it. He had a bet with a bloke in the pub that it couldn't survive going through the human digestive system.
And it didn't.
Not the second time, no.
Take a look at this from the hospital. It's fairly unequivocal. See, your dad is dying after all. In your face! I mean, I Really sorry about the terrible news.
I never thought I'd be jealous of a vase.
Cheeky.
Look, Dad. I'm sorry I accused you of lying. I don't need to see any evidence. Of course I believe you.
So you broke into the lockup then?
Anyway, the point is, you can stay here as long as you like.
Oh, no. You've made your opinion of me very, very clear. I'll be leaving in the morning.
You're not making this easy for me, Dad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Perhaps there's a way I could die more conveniently for you, Lee. I could hang myself now, but you couldn't take me down till the 6th of January. Come on, Barbara, get your coat, you've pulled.
Oh, excuse me. A bit of wooing wouldn't go amiss.
Pie and mash?
I'm wooed.
Miserable old git.
Don't wait for a funeral to bring you two together.
How do you mean?
Well, be honest. Would you be upset if you buried him now?
Not as upset as he'd be, he's not dead.
What you need to do is spend some quality time together and get to know each other again. And then when you have, you've got to do the most important thing of all.
Which is what?
Forgive him. Total, unconditional forgiveness. It's the only way.
Thank God for that. I thought you were going to say lend him the 500 quid.
So, how long have you actually got then, Frank?
They said till end of February.
Life's very cruel.
Yeah, not even a leap year.
Right, Dad. On your feet.
Why?
It's quality time.
Oh, brilliant! Do. Can't touch this.
That's hammer time.
Come on, then go anywhere you like. I'm paying.
What's the point?
I'll tell you the point. Because unless we do something about it, in 2 months from now, I'm going to be at your funeral, unable to shed any tears. But it'll be all right for you, won't it? Because you'll be dead.
Oh, yeah. I always land on my feet, me, don't I?
Oh, wow, that looked weird.
Why not, Frank? Looks like Lee's making a real effort.
Looks like Annie's gonna get her gun.
Where are we going then, son?
Anywhere you like. London Eye, Kew Gardens, the seaside. It's your day. You choose. This isn't really what I was thinking about, Dad.
I've been to Seaside before. I wanted to try a completely new experience.
Hey, Frank.
We go to the same church. You want to go somewhere else, son?
I told you, Dad. Whatever you want.
Actually, there is one thing I've always wanted to do.
Just name it.
Dogging.
Dogging.
Yeah, you go to a car park or a quiet road.
I know what it is, Dad. Go on, then. Let's do it.
Are you serious?
I've told you. Whatever you want.
Sit down, son. I don't really want to go. But the fact that you take your old dad dogging means the world to me.
Is that why we're here? Just a test? To prove how far I'd go to please you?
Partly that and partly something else.
What?
Wanted a girl's ass right in my face. You're a good son.
Dad, there's something I want to say to you.
Hang on, Lee. Before you do, there's somewhere I want to take you to make up for all them wasted years.
Please tell me it's not a brothel. I think I'd have preferred dogging.
So what do you want to say to me, son?
Dad, I forgive you.
What for?
Everything. Every bad thing you've done to me in my life.
I don't deserve this.
Tough, you're getting it.
Yes, but there's other things.
If you mean making me suddenly jump in the driver's seat when you got pulled over by the police, I forgive that too. Even if being breathalyzed at the age of 12 was a bit of a shocker.
Yeah, shame you were pissed. No, but other things.
Just tell me, Dad, I'll forgive you.
I've been lying to you. I'm not really dying. But I just wanted someone to kid. That hospital letter, I wrote that myself. I knew you'd go out and find it.
You absolute cock!
I'm sorry, son.
That's all right, Dad. At first I was shocked, upset, disappointed. But then I thought, what the hell? He'll die eventually.
What's going on here, then? What happened to thoughtful considerately?
Lee's doing the right thing, actually. Frank's not dying.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that.
You've let everyone down, Frank. Especially Lee.
I know. I'm sorry, Lucy. But I can't begin to tell you what he did for me.
Well, you could try.
He offered to take me dogging.
Well, let's not dwell on the details.
Well, I'll be off then. But before I go, I want to say a special goodbye to someone who's reminded me what it is to be alive.
Oh, Frank, take me with you.
Can't do that, sweetheart. Lee hates me already for lying to him. How would he feel if I stole you from him?
Forgive and forget, that's what I say.
Goodbye, Barbara.
Oh, Frank.
You bastard.
She wouldn't have enjoyed it on the road with me.
I don't care, you could have taken her anyway.
Well, this is it, son. I don't know where I'm going to go, where I'm going to sleep, what I'm going to eat. But, hey, that's not your problem, is it?
Take this, Dad.
What is it?
Just some money to help you get started.
Ah, thanks, son. 20 quid.
You're lucky the cash machine had run out of tenors.
Almost New Year. Any resolutions?
Haven't made my mind up yet. I don't know whether to eat less takeaways, cut down on the booze, or stop smoking.
You don't smoke?
I'll do that one then. Thanks for dinner, by the way. It's really nice. What do you call it again?
Cooking.
Oh, yeah. You'll have to give me the recipe.
Well, you deserved it. It was really nice seeing you try to bond with your dad. I'm very thoughtful of you giving him that money after all the dishonesty and deceit. How much did you give him?
500 quid.
Happy Christmas.
Actually, it was a grand.
Don't push it.
Yeah, not going out, not staying in, just hanging around with my head in a spin. But there is no need to scream and shout. Yeah, not going